Good day, Rebel Rousers! I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Beyond Good and Evil. It's episode 6 of Beyond Good and Evil. Thanks for tuning in. That's Jade in center of screen. To our left, her right, is Paige. He's a pig. And this is the pedestrian district here on Hillys.
40 people were kidnapped last night.
Yup, it's those Doms again. We're all in for it.
In the Hillian word, they say that the Iris Network is behind all of this.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Good thing we've got the Alpha sections to protect us.
This guy have an opinion? No, apparently not. Oh, so this is one of those guys that we were listening to, I'm guessing. Alright, much damage from the Dom's attack? The Alpha sections are here to protect us, miss. Safe and sound in its shell, the precious pearls, the slave of the currents? Probably not. That's, I think, our password, because it sounds ridiculous enough to be a password. That guy also seems to think that the Doms are, not working with the, Alpha sections. Hello. You came to sign up? Haha! You better get your facts straight, cutie. The Hillian army doesn't have a Pixies unit yet. The Dom's menace is serious stuff. They're preparing a massive attack against us soon. An attack on Hillys? Affirmative. Now, I guess, that's a bit sexist, a pixie section. Gotta find the Akuda Bar. I keep saying it in a way that's probably going to trip up the... Well, that's prison. I don't think we want to go there. That's going to keep tripping up the... whatchamacallit, the YouTube self-generated, automatically generated closed captioning. Which I'm sure just, because of how I speak, just takes all my words and slaughters them. Turns it into absolute chaos. What's this? Alpha Section's headquarters. Something tells me we're not getting in there.
Would you look at that? Can't even go where we want to. Thanks for nothing, Alpha Sections.
Now, what is that? An Arachnus. So it's a spider. A Viridis. So a green spider, I'm guessing.
The inventory is coming along. Thanks again.
Oh, you're not going to translate that from Latin to English for me? Although most people wouldn't accuse me of speaking English very much either. So that's an Alpha Section's office. What is...
The army doesn't have much say in the matter since the Alpha Sections arrived. Where do these Alpha Sections come from?
Don't ask me. All I know is that we're a lot better off since they took over.
Yeah, you think so? Seems to me there's more and more kidnappings.
Exactly. If it wasn't for them, there'd be even more kidnappings.
I think that's the wrap-up of their conversation, so... Things seem worse with the Alpha Sections around, but would they be even worse than worse if they weren't? Now, our chicken friend... Hang on a second. Let's get a good picture of the attack chicken. And Aquilus sapien. Okay, if that's what chicken is in Latin. Okay, I'll go with it.
Okay, I've added it to my archives.
Thank you, Miss Scientist Woman. Is any, keep forgetting to do pictures of folk. In case there's, non-Homo sapiens lying around somewhere. I'm guessing that one is the Akuda Bar. Why?
Golly, starting to get a bit thirsty all of a sudden. Not you?
It's an interesting little courtyard they've got here. Defense Secret Organic Matter Heat Emission. We've got a switch. Oh, a switch over there, which I have to imagine is probably tagged the Alpha Section. It's a little courtyard. Big courtyard there.
We need a special key.
I guess we're not going in there. Hey, do you wanna get out of the... Paige, get out of the fucking way. That's a problem when... That can be a problem when you've got a companion AI. If the companion AI just gets in the way, does not go well. Did we ever figure out what the chicken was for? Hello? Hello there. Before getting started, if you want to do business, you have to put your credit card in the decoder, please, to identify your account.
Account identification. Okay.
At least he's polite. You want to subscribe to a paper? Let's see. I could propose the Hillian Word, the word for the informed citizen. The Hillian Guide, promotions, bargains, and tips. All subscriptions are 50 units per year. Well, I want the guide, promotions and tips and such.
Okay, you're a member now.
Huzzah! Then can I get the word as well, just for, the sake of interest? HW, no problem.
It's okay, you're registered.
For 100 units out of 18,000, it's not so bad. Anything over here? Or... Oh, we've already got something here. Let's push tab.
Congratulations! You have chosen to subscribe to the Hillian Word for the informed citizen.
Oh, that's it. We don't get anything more than that. Well, I mean, it's a start now. I think it might have been where we were looking down from above earlier. 3,000. Got some cave ups. We've got some. We got another one of these. Those things. Some Starcos. Buy a pearl for 3,000 units. Seems like a decent bargain. Oh, you're Nuri, who is. Is that the one that... no, Ming Su's the one with the pearl detector. Hey, Jade, hungry? Don't forget to put your card in the decoder, please.
Account identification. Okay.
Everybody is interested in selling you some... we are low on K-Bups, so let's... get some K-Bups. Oh, it's an infinite supply thereof. Okay. So you can just buy as many pearls as you bloody well want. So, could I take a PA1?
Okay, digitalization terminated.
I'm hoping that, like, a PA2 shows up at some point in time, but... out of curiosity, just out of curiosity, could I just buy a pearl? Bought from Nuri. Is one of the pearls you could get is bought from Nuri. And it's not an endless supply of pearls, it's worth mentioning. But I assume an endless supply of Starcos. So, okay, now that we've spent a shit ton of money. Oh, we can check our mail as well.
The Dom strike yet once again 2 days ago in the West Quarter. Without the aid of the courageous Alpha sections, the toll would have been even higher. The recruiting campaign intensifies.
And yet they would take our application to join the Alpha sections.
Halt! Access forbidden to non-residents.
Okay. Kind of have you... And are you going to be the same way?
Access reserved to residents or those possessing a city pass.
Okay. Well, now we know. We aren't getting through there. Unless we have a city pass. Since we're non-residents because we live in the goddamn lighthouse? Lighthouse, not lighthouse. Yeah, basically anyone can move into the White House. Alright, the Akuda Bar, as you can tell, because it is the one that has the only one in English writing. Oh. Oh, us! Okay, no, those are the race records.
Hey, Paige, you here to throw down a few? First one's on me.
Alright, so I guess Paige is a regular here.
Hiya, Mo.
Hi, Jade.
So, Mo here is obviously not Peepers because we know Mo. Let's see, I've got a good gig going taking pictures for the Science Center. The inventory of all the animals on Hillys. Yeah, I get about 100 to 3,000 units per photo. Not bad. Not bad at all. Why, what's up? You got something better than that? Much better, Jade. Much, much better. Can you keep a secret? No. I'm recording this. I'm broadcasting this out to literally dozens of people. My lips are sealed. Listen to this. I'm too old to do it, but you, I'm sure you could. A treasure, Jade. A fabulous treasure hidden for hundreds of years in the crater of the volcano. Just lying there, begging to be picked up off the ground. But, shh. Alright, so where's Peepers? Upstairs, as usual. Oh, so we're familiar with our friend Peepers there. Now, can we take a picture of... God damn it, get your sorry ass out of the way. There we go. A Taurus sapien. So a cow person.
Okay, I filed the picture.
Or a bull person, maybe. He knew we were going to take the picture, so... Hi. He's very friendly. Homo sapien. Shark sapien. Carcharodon sapiens.
It's going very well. Good hunting.
Carcharodon sapiens, sorry. So, and I think our friend playing air hockey over here is also a shark person. Nothing else happening around here, no? Alright, so Peepers is upstairs. Oh, there's also a M-disc here if you want to save your game. Oh, well, I may as well since I'm standing around here. And that was nice and easy. Up the stairs. Mostly ramp, though. Not quite. As you can tell, there are some steps there. So, it's not quite wheelchair accessible, but it's getting close. Oh, we can just go where we talk to our goat friend here. Anything I can do for you? I don't think so, but maybe take this ticket for me, will ya? What is it? The code from the Alpha Section safes, where they stock what they've stolen from the Hillians. Do you know where the safe is? In a shed, Fountain Square, on your right. All I wanted to do was feed my family. I never should have taken it. Before I could even use it, I found myself all alone. They took away all of them. Away from me. You're not alone, be brave.
Parfait, I stock it.
Turn the object to read the code. Woo! Spinning it around in your fingers enough. And take off. Now, just out of curiosity. In my sack. Okay, and we got the ticket there. We can read it. Alright. I'm assuming the goat person... I think goat people we've already taken pictures of, so... Capra sapiens. Oops, wrong button. I'll figure out the controls of the... You know, it's only 6 episodes in. You'd think I'd figure out the control. Okay, and so we would enter the code on something like... Not this one, but we would enter the code on something like this.
Step right up, little lady. Come try your luck at Peepers.
I think we're looking for him. I could be wrong, but I think we're looking for him. Hello, Peepers. A little girl in this dive. This light odor. You raise pigs near the ocean. Do you want to try your hand at a game of 3 coconut Monty? Swipe your card in the decoder first.
Account identification. Okay.
Now, maybe I should I just go, can I play a game? How much do you have to lose? Let's put 50 down. Just for fun. Now, it's going to be a trick thing, so it's in the middle one. To the right. Back to the right, I think. Back to the right. And middle. Middle, left. It's left then. Hey! Alright. Take that, Peepers. I figured there was going to be some trick where it was just going to be like complete guesswork. Now, I should probably actually give him the code word. Are you interested in pearls? Place your bets. And we got to do this again, so to the right. And back to the right. And off to the left. And still to the left. I think he's off to the left.
I'll let you have room 3. I'm sure you'll like it. There's a beautiful old locker. I suggest you take a look at it.
Just might.
C'est bon, it's been digitalized.
That thing is, I'm trying to get a look at it. W5K9. All right. Room 3, he said. Oh, that room 3. W5. It just keeps going in the circle. Actually, I like this design for a UI. It just keeps going. K9. Validate. Correct code, that's a good thing. Now, they wanted us to look at the locker. Like this thing? Ooh, it's a secret door to the Iris Den. Where our Iris friends are?
Friends, allow me to introduce you to Jade, our new agent. I was hoping you'd make it. Come closer. This is May, editing and distribution of our newspaper, Iris. Nino, radio operator, transmissions, and tireless poster sticker.
Hey.
On these screens, you can see the majority of our correspondents. They operate all over the universe for more than 13 different systems. You already know Peepers. It was his idea to offer you the job. He knew you would complete the test successfully.
You'd have to be blind not to see it. The kid's bursting with talent.
Now listen up, Jade. The events are gaining momentum. A Dom's bomb has exploded in the canal. Obviously, the Alpha sections have sealed off the sector. They've embarked everyone there.
To take care of them, right?
No hospital has received any victims, Jade. The governor of Hillys contacted us as soon as she heard the news. She's willing to help us, but her HQ is under surveillance. You could help us to save these people, Jade. Nino, give us a brief on the situation.
Here's what we know. The victims are kidnapped by Alpha Section agents. They are then taken to the Neutrophils factory. Shuttles are then used to take them to the old slaughterhouses. And from there, they are loaded into military cruisers headed for the moon.
We don't know what they're forced to suffer. None of our agents have ever returned from these cursed places. 4 days ago, we lost contact with Double H in the Neutrophils factory. He was our best agent. And friend. Double H was supposed to have brought back proof of the Dom's traffic. His last photos are terrifying.
A spirit eater?
We need someone to take over the mission, Jade. You can refuse.
Continue.
We need proof. 1, you get inside the Neutrophils factory. 2, you take pictures of the Alpha sections and their victims. You'll be in constant contact with May. She'll broadcast your photos as quickly as she receives them. People must know the truth.
Yeah, I'd like to know too. Like who's actually telling the truth in all of this?
Here's an official city pass. We got it thanks to the governor. It will open certain doors for you. Good luck.
Okay, digitalization terminated.
Yeah, I heard that we needed a city pass earlier.
Jade, I burned an M disk for you, if you want it. I put it over there. Everything is explained in detail.
Okay, well, we can pick up the M disk. The Pearl and the Currents use an M disk decryptor to access the data. Interesting. Oh, we can insert the M disk there. We have chat with her. Oh, friend May here is a cat sapien. So we can get some Hillys Sapien.
Thanks again, Jade.
No problem. We'll just shut up and take your money. Maybe have a chat with me. Was Double H able to give you some information about the factory? Double H, of course, if he was Triple H, he wouldn't have had that problem. Because he is the game. Last contact we had from him is on the M-Disc. Then nothing. Be careful, Jade. Do I send my photos directly to you? Well, obviously, yes, I've installed a secure line for you. You'll be permanently online. That doesn't sound very confidence-inspiring. Here's Nino. Can we trust the governor? She's already helped us a lot. She has a special team of decoding experts. If you're stuck in front of a lock, send her a photo of the serial number. They can break any code you give them. It's handy and a bit OP. You're the one in charge of distributing the newspaper? Partially, I'm in charge of printing and I deliver them to our various underground cellars. Can I get a hold of some copies? Sure, the closest cellar to here is in the square at Ming-Su's. Don't hesitate to ask him for a copy. It's free to all members. So Ming-Su is also part of these folk here. And you, whatever your name is. Have you ever been found out by the Alpha sections? Obviously not. Take every possible precaution. We work in small, independent groups. Chief of the Hillys section uses that receiver on the wall to communicate with us. None of us knows his real identity or where he hides out. Spoiler alert, it's secretly that news guy from the DOMs or something like that. You know, the guy that was conspicuously... Not the DOMs, the news guy from the Alpha section. You know, the guy at the very, very beginning of the game. You know, the one that was conveniently there to kind of puff up how important the Alpha sections were and how good a job they did at the lighthouse, even though Jade did all the work. Totally somebody somehow tied in with the Alpha sections propaganda network. You know it is. Unless it's Paige. Paige would be the only other one that I could sort of see as the, like, you know... It only makes sense if it's a character we already know. Paige would probably be the most logical because Paige is the character we know the best. But it has to be... It only makes sense if it's a character we already know, right? That's my thinking. Don't tell me if I'm right, don't tell me if I'm wrong. We'll find out. What kind of photos do you need? That's a good question. There's a double objective, Jade. Reveal the human traffic the DOMs are operating to the people of Hillys, and show them the Alpha sections are their accomplices. Are there many of you? Not yet, Jade, but the more Hillians we have with us, the better our chances will be to get rid of the Alpha sections. Alright, so let's take a look at this M-Disc. The Pearl and the Currents. Oh, I gotta click through it.
The Alpha sections have deceived us. Since the beginning of the war, they have been controlled by the DOMs and profit from the general chaos to kidnap innocent people.
But for what purpose?
Thanks to Double H, we now know where the victims are taken to on Hillys. 1. The Neutrophils factory. 2. The old slaughterhouse in the shuttles. 3. The moon in a cargo cruiser.
And where's 4?
We must put an end to this nightmare. Every proof we can find relating to this conspiracy will bring us more and more support from the people. A general uprising would allow us to overthrow the Alpha sections and save thousands of innocent lives. If the revolt spreads, we may be able to end this war. But we need photographic evidence to find out exactly what's going on at the factory. Photos of the victims. Photos of the Alpha sections without their helmets on to know who they really are. That's where you come in, Jade. You take over Double H's mission. Here's his last report.
Ship's log, Double H.
1923. I am in the Forbidden Zone. 1930. I can see the shuttles coming and going from the upper platform. 2003. I have succeeded in penetrating into the factory. 2050. I'm exhausted. I must have swam almost 2 miles.
Does not sound like a good time.
2110. I'm inside. That's it. I can see the black cases. A noise. Hey, what the?
You're the one making all the noise. Derecha.
Apparently, they've trained a Reaper. The presence of this animal along with the Sigma rays are the proof of the presence of a spirit eater.
The hell does that mean?
These are his last shots. We've had nothing else for the last 4 days. Radio silence. Double H was our best reporter. He's done a lot for us. Thanks to him, the Iris Network was able to get in contact with the governor of Hillys. The governor is radically opposed to the Alpha sections and their methods, but she must not be found out. She's willing to help us if, on our side, we let the truth be known, and if more and more Hillians trust the Iris Network. If you find a door like this one, photograph it and send the picture to the governor. Her team of experts will try to find the code.
No, so it has to have a barcode on it. It's just not just any lock that we can't get through. We need to actually have specific locks we can't get through, and the governor will do it.
We're counting on you, Jade. Be careful. Han.
Oh, Han. Han or Han? I think I mentioned the recent episode of Rebel Force Radio, where it was before Solo came out, but they talked about, you know, okay, so how many times do people say Han, and how many times do people say Han?
Jade, you'll have to pick a code name to sign your articles with.
Shawnee.
What does Shawnee mean? Like, I mean, it has to have a meaning, doesn't it?
Keep up the good work, sugar. And one day, you just might come out of your shell.
You know, I have a stick I can hit you over the head with. So we figured out what he's got in 1, but we don't have the code for 2. I mean, oh well, whatever. And we can see. Hi, Paige. Hello, you. Can I play air hockey? Oh, it's Francis. Hey, Jade, want to play a game? Can you tell me the rules? Sure, it's easy. You have to get rid of all the pallets that are on your side. So, okay, so it's kind of like air hockey. You have to aim with mouse and shoot with the mouse button, yeah? And word has it that you're the best. You better believe it. Nobody's stupid enough to bet against me. Of course. I also play just for the fun of it, but it's not as interesting. What do we bet? There's... let's see the game. It's 100 units. And you pocket 200 to win. And for 1,000 units, I'll put my lucky pearl up for grabs. Many have tried, but I've still got my lucky pearl. May the best man win. Now let's try one out for fun. Okay. Oh, it just sort of... It just sort of finds its own way between each of those. So, it's just chaos is what this is. You need the AI to make like a massive cocking mistake. Or me to... Whoa, that was a good shot by Mr. Francis. But it just, like... Yeah, it just picks... Ah. Balls. Yeah, it just randomly picks which ones you go to next. I can't seem to find a rhyme or reason for... So, like... I would keep picking the backmost ones. Because the problem is all the ones at the front are trouble because... Yeah, because all the ones at front have a shitty angle. Man, we're boned right here. Man, I just, yeah. The game. I am no good at that. Yeah, let's try for 100, just see. We'll see how we could do. Yeah, it's a tricky little, oh, it's kind of somewhere between pool and somewhere between pool and air hockey. Only the controls are shit. Like, I can't... Yeah. It's not exactly my idea of fun, but hey, it is what it is. I'm sure there are people who think this is the greatest minigame in the history of video games, so... See, the more you can just kind of bump in... There we go.
You lose.
Dang. Concentrating a bit. Kind of get your sweat on. Maybe I have to just pick up the pace. Maybe spamming everything in the general direction is the right way of doing it. Because... There we go, that was... Maybe it's just spamming them all in the general direction, that's the secret. You may actually just... Now that I've picked up the pace... I think I might have... There we go, we picked up one. We've leveled it, it's 1. Just move everything at a really lightning pace. And we can... Oh, there we go, yeah. If you go fast enough, I think you can overwhelm him. Pick up the win. Get 100 credits off of Francis. Well, you didn't lose your pearl. But, just once more... Once... We're gonna try...
Oh, what the...
Nothing happened yet, don't worry, Francis. Alright, we'll put 1,000 credits up against the pearl. I don't know... I assume... Oh, man. There we go. You don't know where it's gonna go next, so it's kind of difficult to kind of plan your attack. But we're definitely not going to, win this one. We lost right from the start. If you don't get a good... I got a bad start, so I knew... Like, I chunked my second shot. So I knew I was in trouble right from the start. There we go. Bump that down. Fire that in. Ah, now we've lost. How do I know? Because... Well, I'm... What the fuck was that? Because it was... Mine was on the other side. There we go. We'll send that... There we go. Send that through. Stop that one. Kind of get some of the momentum halted on some of these. I don't know why you're cheering. Because it's not like anything good is happening here. Might be able to just... There we go. I'm really concentrating here. No, missed that one. We'll send that one flying through. Might find ourselves in a decent position. No, that didn't go so well. Unfortunately, it wouldn't switch us off of that one. Oh, of course it would. That was a... Lucky. Oh, come on. It kept going back to the back right there when I was stacking up on the left, and it's just like when you don't have any control over where it's actually going. Like, it's at that point...
Hey, you win this time, Francis.
It's just kind of luck at that point, but... Oh well, I guess that was a fun visit to the Akuda Bar. We will get Francis and his pearl at some point, just not today. Maybe next time out, but maybe next time out. Oh, what's this that we get to use? I have no idea. Guess the jukebox is good for something. We'll find that out next time. No, we won't. We'll find that out eventually on Beyond Good and Evil. But next time out, we're going to make use of the City Pass. Yes, we are. What do you think, Paige? The Nutripills, that was it. Nutripills factory, you know where it's at? Yep, South Gate. Giant crowbar for 300-meter long nails. That's a pretty good analogy, actually. Guess we'll visit there next time on Beyond Good and Evil. So until then, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on air, and that is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr.
You here to throw down a few? First one's on me.
Go ahead, have a drink. Won't matter, we'll be between episodes. And don't forget, you can check out more Beyond Good and Evil in the playlist. It's on the screen in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.